Stampin' Sharon. On today's video, we're gonna make flower cards. Like, this is the best way to send flowers and they're cheaper. I hope that you're inspired by this video. I hope that you learned some things. I'm gonna be sharing some different products with you that I haven't shared in a while. If you currently do not have a Stampin' Up demonstrator, I'd be honored to help you with your Stampin' Up supply needs. You can find out how to contact me, my store, all of that information, my blog, how to sign up for my newsletter below the video. Hey, while you're there, if you haven't already subscribed to my channel, I would love for you to do that too. If you'll ring that bell, then you'll be notified every time I upload a video or I go live on YouTube. I'm using this stamp set in Bloom and I purchased it as a bundle. Look at all those flowers and leaves and a bow and a stem and a sentiment layer. I have had a blast making my cards today. Here's the one that we're gonna make together, but I have two other ones to show you that to me look a lot different. The supplies I have are the mini dimensionals, the regular dimensionals, the matte black dots, my Memento ink pad, Grainy Apple Green ink pad, Daffodil Delight, Real Red, and Melon Mambo. I have my supplies already. My basic white cardstock is 3 3/4 by 5 inches. My Real Red is 4 inches by 5 1/4. My basic white is 5 1/2 by 8 1/2, scored and folded at 4 1/4. And I'm going to be talking about the adhesive sheets. Now, when I made my first card, I did it the hard way. I'm like, oh, this is awful. There's got to be a better way. And I was like, oh, my adhesive sheets. So you can cut these strips down to size. There's a lot of them in here, and you're going to get a lot of use out of these strips. So I've already taken and added some strips to the back of my Daffodil Delight. So like I said, you can cut these to size. You could measure your Daffodil Delight, and we're gonna do that now. So my Daffodil Delight is right at 4 1/4. So I'm going to take and I'm going to cut, let's see, which way do I want? So my strips run this way. You could cut it this way or you can cut it this way. I'm only gonna use one strip. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put this on the trimmer and I'm gonna cut at 4 1/4. I'm gonna go to that first line. Now, this is the sticky part, and it will stick to your fingers. Try to handle it as little as possible. There we go. Now, it's okay if I have some edging because I'm not going to come all the way to the edge with my dies, so that part's okay. The main thing I want to remind you is I'm going to be doing a lot of yellow flowers, so I'm okay with a piece this big. However, cut your scrap to where you think that you're going to need it. So for example, if you're only going to do 2 flowers, then you would only want a piece that big. Cover the entire scrap with an adhesive sheet. Because if you don't, if you only have, like, say for instance, the cardstock kept going and you had it off like that, you would not have adhesive on that petal. I hope that makes sense. I wanted to bring in my cut and emboss, my Stampin' Cut and Emboss, because I want to show you what not to do, and then I'm going to show you what to do. So first I have my base, and it is number 1, and if you follow the pictures here, it says I need number 1, number 2, number 3, okay? Number 2 is the platform to help my dies because they're thin. Number 3 is a cutting plate. Now, the first time I did these, this is what I did wrong. I put my dies like that. Let me tell you what they look like. They're wrong. So even though you can see the stitching on the back, I stitched on the front. Very, very important that you don't do this. Now, I don't know if I'm going to use these or not. They're not horrible, but they're not great either. They're not the way they're designed. Let me just show you a big one. So see the detail of that? See that? It's not right. No. So put those aside. So it is key, and the reason I did it is because I didn't put adhesive all the way down on my cardstock, which is why I'm telling you to make sure that you have adhesive over the whole thing, because you're going to need to flip it over so that you see the pretty stitch dies this way. So we're just going to fill this up. Lots of flowers that are going to have adhesive on them. The first card I made, I didn't use the adhesive sheets. I used liquid glue. It was a hot mess, and it was not hot glue. Okay, I'm just going to fill this up, and you can get these as close as you want because they're going to cut out just fine. Don't waste any of that. You do want to make sure they're all on. And then I'm going to do this. Okay. Now I'm going to bring in another number 3, and making sure nothing moved, I'm going to crank it. Now this is a very awkward angle for me because of the way I have my camera set up, so bear with me. If it moves, and it does, there we go. I have to reach across my desk. I bought a beautiful table when I moved back in June, but boy, it is a deep craft table. That's why you don't see me demonstrate the Stampin' Cut and Emboss very much. It works great. I love it, but not on camera. Okay. Now, I recommend rolling it back through just to make sure that you cut everything. And see, for me, it's going much better this way. There we go. We've cut it twice. So now I've added all my yellow ones to all the other ones I cut out. I've got leaves, I've got red flowers, I've got little black centers, I've got pink flowers, melon mambo. So now we get to make our bouquet of flower cards. So now I'm going to do some stamping, and it doesn't matter. And you know what? I love these bold, bright colors. I'm just so ready for spring. You could use any colors you want, because if you want more pastel colors, you could use those. Just whatever makes you happy. We're going to do a little red one. And the pattern doesn't matter. I'm sure this card's going to look different than my other one. But it's just all about having fun while you're making a card. Don't worry about it if I get a little smudge on there, because we're going to hide it. All right, so now we're going to take some green leaves. And I just felt like these leaves were way too big for these flowers. I was like, that is a huge leaf. But, so the way I used it was like this. Just kind of stamping off. And I think we're going to tilt that a little bit more. Okay. So that's really all the stamping we're doing, except for the sentiment. Now, the sentiment on my card says, "Congrats, you're so fancy now," which I think is cute. But on one of my other cards I used the birthday, and the happy birthday says, "You really are the best." And I just wanted happy birthday. So I'm going to teach you a trick or remind you of one if you have done this before. I'm going to take some Scotch tape. And I'm going to mask off, "You're the best." Now you want to make sure that you're not on the happy birthday words. We're just, so I'm really doing my finger like this to get that tape down. Now I'm going to bring in my memento, and I'm going to ink it up, and I'm going to pull off that tape, and I'm going to stamp at the bottom. See? happy birthday. I mean, you're really the best, but we didn't want that on our card this time. So I just wanted to remind you of that little trick if you didn't know it, or remind you if you did know it and you forgot. All right, so we're ready now to keep on adding to our bouquet. And the fun part is I figured out, let's get some flowers here. As you can see, I have adhesive on some of them. This is where I was playing and I was using liquid glue. Oh, that was a mess. Don't do that. All right, let's get some colors here. Let's turn these back over. And we're gonna get that one. Let's get some more yellow. Okay. So what I figured out before I even tried to use the adhesive sheets was, would dimensionals stick to that? Yes, they do. So let's see. We're not going to use that one right now. We're going to use this one. I'm going to take my take your pick tool. Do you guys see me use this on every video? I swear I have 2 of these because I use them for almost every card, one end or the other. All right, I have to quit talking. I can't get the backing off. There we go. Okay. Okay, so the way we're going to build this is a little bit right there. That's where that crease was. Don't stab yourself. There we go. Okay. All right. So I can take and actually stick this straight down, but I want some greenery first. So I'm going to grab a leaf. We're going to take off the backing. The adhesive sheets really work well with these because that stitching, if you use the liquid glue, it oozes through the holes. Just saying. All right, so let's put this leaf right here. And then I see a little smidge of green up here, so I want to make sure I cover that. So I'm going to get another greenery. I felt like a florist when I was making these cards. I've never been a florist, but that's what I felt like. You want to be careful when you're pulling so that you don't break the stem. It doesn't matter if things overlap. It's fine. All right, let's put this here. Now we're going to grab a yellow one. It's a little too close to my other yellow one. I think I'm going to put it up some. I'm not going to press that all the way down because I might decide that I want some greenery. Okay, we're looking good. Now, there are some smaller flowers that we can grab. Okay, you just eyeball and see what looks good to you. I'm going to take this set of leaves. gonna add it right there. And then I'm gonna get my dimensionals. Pop that up. Let's see. And then do we want some more greenery? Maybe just a leaf. So see what I mean? Just play with it. Yeah. That looks good. I always go, which way does the leaf go? The fatter end or the... It's always a challenge. And you just kind of look at it. Does it need anything else? Yes, it does. It needs some centers. And I can kind of scoot that in. So much fun. Just making a bouquet of flowers. Pretend you're a florist. Now, I told you a while ago that I was using the mini dimensionals. On some of those centers that I had to use mini dimensionals, but these I went ahead and just stuck down with the adhesive, but that one would probably need a mini dimensional. Okay, we're adding our real red layer to our basic white, making sure the card opens correctly. There we go. And that card is done. I can't wait to show you the other two. Okay, how about this one? Didn't do as many flowers, did do some stamping, okay? Have some leaves, then I added my layers. Oh, we forgot black, look at that, I forgot the black dots. Oh, I was just so excited to show y'all my other cards. We need to add some black matte black dots. That's what they're called. I was trying to search for them on the website, and I kept saying black matte. Nope, they are matte black. Okay, okay, there we go. All right, so last card, I had to use the bow. So it was like tied together like a bouquet. Just so much fun. I hope that I have inspired you. If you have purchased In Bloom bundle and you're like, oh, I don't know what to do with it. Now you do. Change your colors, make it your own. Happy stamping, y'all.